so we're gonna go ahead and play a game of Thresh. We have Jinx. Jinx versus Twitch Taric. Probably gonna want to go bone plating. Yeah, I think that's probably right. Yeah, I think that's probably fair. This is probably fine. Biscuits. It's gonna be a lot of fighting early, so I think delivery's still fine. I'm actually gonna want to take double armor. Everything else is pretty standard. So looking at this lane, it's a little difficult. Taric is sometimes difficult to engage on. We scale pretty evenly. We have a little bit more kill pressure early on than they do, assuming that we don't get caught out in a double stun on Taric. Jinx, if she manages to find something early, find some good poke with her rockets, then we have the potential to go all in. Mid lane's gonna be rough, but it's Kassadin, so what can you do? That being said, it is an AP lane. Tryndamere top lane didn't take Ignite, which is a little bit of a question mark. I would expect if Tryndamere can find... If Pantheon doesn't respect Tryndamere, I think Tryndamere probably wins that lane. Hard to say. I think especially once we get out of the laning phase, a lot of it's just going to be Tryndamere running them over, because they don't really have anybody who can 1v1 Tryndamere, especially once he starts getting going. So if I was playing Nocturne this game, I'd really just sit on Pantheon, make him irrelevant, and at that point, Tryndamere just pops off. We scale super fucking hard, so I don't know that we actually need to go that aggressive this lane. I think we can be pretty content just sitting back, letting the farm, not feeding. If I get some time to roam, I'm probably going to be looking to go probably mid. And do what I can to prevent... probably just going to do what I can to prevent the Kassadin from feeding. Because that could be pretty rough, but some of it's, a question of how smart is the spell cause. Dark Seal, a little aggressive. Actually, the healing from potions is going to be nice, though, so maybe that'll work out. I probably would have gone pots here, get a little bit more healing in, rather than, worrying about the refillable aspect. She's going to stand here. We probably could have invaded, but it would have caused a couple people to take some really inconvenient items, or really inconvenient skills, namely a Nocturne would have had to take the fear. So, probably not worth it. Let's think. This game probably going to be going maybe Knight's Vow. Probably Knight's Vow early, and then probably Redemption. They actually don't burst that hard until much later. General skill build, a little bit contentious depending on who you ask for Thresh. Typically we're looking at E level 1, EQ level 2, W level 3, and then typically we're looking to max our Q. Some people take a couple points in E, depending on what they're feeling. It really just depends. I probably should have tried to get an aggressive ward here. That's what I typically like to do. Just so that, people, we can get a better sense of where the jungler's starting. It's looking like it was a blue start, which, not a shocker. We might have a remake here. Yeah. Oh, no, there he is. He just didn't want to come to lane. Okay, good poke. We're going to hit level 2 first. So I actually am going to pop my... Lee Sin could be looking to gank early, so I probably should ward. unfortunate. I was looking to see if I could get a pick on the Twitch there. Reset. Yeah, we don't have priority, so unfortunately we can't get the roam with him. Kassadin, he's just gonna have to back off. Unfortunate, but you know, that's what you get when you have a Kassadin. So what I've noticed, Twitch typically, you know, not surprising, this is a pretty typical juke. Twitch likes to juke down. So I'm going to be typically looking, when I try and land a hook on him, I'm going to be trying to find a pick there. Yeah, unfortunate. Probably just the advantage of having the ignite there, though. That'd be my expectation. Yeah, off. Yeah, I see him. Nocturne looking to set up the counter. Good play. He's going to be coming through, probably down through the lane. This is good. I probably could have played that better. Obviously, I missed the hook on the Twitch up here, which would have gotten a kill. Good flay. Keeps the Jinx alive. So it was alright. A little rusty. But basically, you know, that was very good on Nocturne's part. Suck Nocturne's dick a little bit, make him happy. So okay fighter overall. I definitely could have played that a lot better. Missed the flay early on the first flay on Lee, which happens. But was enough to go ahead and find the kills. I'm gonna go ahead and drop down a pink ward. I actually should have probably rotated up here, try to get a deep ward. Just wasn't thinking. So I'm gonna try and actually, now that he's out, I'm gonna actually try and get some deep vision down. Probably top side. Given that we can pretty much assume that if his bot side jungle is gone, he's probably top side or he's base, one of the two. Gotta be careful for Twitch. Twitch could be looking to come in. Yep, there he is. Good poke. A little scared that Lee could come through the river, but I think it's okay. I would like to kind of get out of the lane right now, but we just came back to base. And I'm not super confident that Jinx can stay safe, especially against this lane. That's really difficult. So I probably do need to stay. Not ideal, but what are you going to do? Also, I did just kind of show that there's a ward there. Lee's down here, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful. Twitch shows we're going to have to pretend like we're gonna actually have to be careful. Okay, so they're looking to come in. Luckily, the wave's pushing back to us, so we have kind of a natural reason to move back. I'm gonna want to stand on the top side, but now they know, so that's a little bit gone. I still don't want to assume that he's. I'm gonna let them push into us. Actually, little scared here. I don't have flash. Jinx doesn't have flash. I do have ignite, so if they try and dive on tower, we probably should be able to find a kill. But yeah, they're gonna go ahead and clear that vision out. Not surprising there. Lee could try and wrap around, but I do have a pink, so we will know. How are we doing on items? Pickaxe versus Vamp Scepter. So we probably actually have the damage. Yeah, we have a little bit more damage than they do. We're actually gonna have freeze it. Good freeze. Very good freeze. Okay, so we actually should have this pretty well frozen. I'm just going to help clear this up a little bit. Just because we need to keep about 4 creep advantage. Okay, so we should still have the freeze. Lays mid. So I'm actually going to drop this. I know he is mid, so I probably could have saved that for this wave, but I do want to know if they decide to base. I'd also like 6, but I don't know if we win a hard engage at 6. So that's a little hard to tell. Probably could have positioned better to not take that poke. I'm actually pretty content with where this lane's at. Not super worried about being in a position where we need to win all-ins. I'm a little scared of Lee being down here now. They're pushing. We probably could base. She really wants to go, though. I don't know about this one, Chief. Good poke. If we are going to shove, we kind of need to shove right now. Well, I guess we're staying. Oh boy. That was my fault. Yikes. I did not think he was going to be there. Please let me base. Unfortunate. That was all my fault, so... Not a great example. Yep. Alright. I don't think... So we just gotta be careful here. They know. Yeah, they have to know. There's definitely a pink in there. I mean, I'm coming. So, like, if they want to do this. Can we take dragon? Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and tank. What the fuck? That's a lot of damage, Jesus. Not playing my best. Yes, that's yes. Shame on me. I don't know who this guy wants to go. Holy shit. That was my fault. Probably. I think the right play there. First off, Jinx should have gotten caught in a tower. I think as soon as we saw Taric had that warded, we probably should have backed off. I don't know that there was a reason to necessarily go as ham as we did. Hello? You know. Tunneled a little bit. Should get him. Probably can get Taric. He doesn't eat the stun. Nice. Good shit. Yeah, game's going well. I'm not playing great, admittedly. I've missed a couple big plays, and that was probably something I should have just like been like, oh yeah, that's a bait. Some of it's a little bit harder to tell what's a bait in solo queue. But that should have been a fairly obvious one. Alright, so they've got at least one in here. Yeah, we can probably take. Yeah, I'm game. I take Scuttle. We could pressure Scuttle, certainly. He almost got him. A little obvious. But, I guess we'll... No reason to engage. Wow. That was a lot of damage. Jesus, dude. That was crazy. I'm going to try and get some deep ward vision. Mostly because I want whoever's up here to be able to split push a little bit harder. A little bit riskier of a position on my end. That probably could have resulted in a death. So probably not the best example. Ideally, I would have liked to have had it when somebody was staying, maybe. So... little... Yeah, this is dangerous. Getting a little spooky. Oh boy, that's spooky. Wow, that reaches forever. No, he'll die. So what I was looking for there was I knew the only way that he could get out was if he flashed the wall. So there's no reason for me to try and hook him straight ahead effectively. Which is why I pretty much just said, okay, well, if he's gonna come over, that's the only way he's gonna do it. That ward's a hard ward, and you figure out how to do that better. There's Lee. So this is pretty much ours. That's Twitch. Nice. Can we find him? I don't know if we can. Oh, there he is. I think he gets him. Almost baited him in. Oh, let me out. Take the easy one. Cool. Out. Yep, so good plays. I'm going to want to be cognizant of them trying to follow. So I'm going to go ahead and throw some wards down. If they come, we can probably turn. So I'm going to be looking to see if anyone comes over our wards. But it doesn't look like they are. We're going this one. Okay, good so far. So after this, Twitch. Actually, I'm probably going to go Locket. I'm getting a little scared of their burst, especially from Vel'Koz. So I think that makes Locket a little bit more of a appealing pickup. I would kind of like to take bot. I don't know that that was the play to go on. As nice it is that we probably, hopefully, get him. I don't know about this one. I think we're kind of chasing for peanuts here. But why don't we just take bot? Guys, leave him. Doesn't matter. It's fucking Taric. I'm here. Twitch is still up. I want to know if he's coming. Twitch is in their base. Got him. I'd like to know where he is. As soon as he pops up, I'm looking to hook Twitch. That's the one we want. No need to greed. Okay. Everyone back. Twitch dead? Twitch is dead. Okay. Jesus, he does damage. Okay. So, highlights. Yeah, I'm playing an aggressive support. Right? But that doesn't mean that in the laning phase I have to play aggressive. Yes, it would be nice to find kills in that lane. But it's certainly not necessary. We can use that. We can adapt our game plan accordingly. We can use the knowledge, that we scale harder to play a little bit safer. Even if our lane was an aggressive lane, maybe we wouldn't make as aggressive plays if we knew that our lane was, or that our whole team outscales. Especially with like a Kassadin. We saw him pop off super hard. So that's a little bit unnecessary of a risk to take. I think we have, a good... I think I didn't play the lane as well as I probably should have. I should have been a little bit more receptive to ganks. Maybe positioning myself above Jinx a little bit more. I was playing a little bit lower on the lane. So that probably would have helped prevent a few of the deaths early. But overall, a win's a win, I guess. Adapted my itemization, looked at who they were, how they were doing, who was winning. Built accordingly, so etc. So, yeah.